Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the No XP Show. This is Q's Tips with Empty Chest. And we're continuing our countdown to the PlayStation VR release. We're officially 2 weeks away from the release of PlayStation VR. We're going to continue our countdown through the demo disc, and we're going to start it off with Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
Resident Evil 7 looks like it's going to be the most cleaned out, solid, full game that we're going to get on VR. I've played the demo, you've played the demo. We both agree that it's a good game. I love the direction that they went from the old style. Like, they kind of brought it back to their roots, and they're not throwing weird over the top zombies that, like, almost on a rail kind of shooter. Oh no, this thing's an octopus as well as a truck or some stupid thing like that, you know? It's gonna be really creepy. Like, just the feeling that I got from the demo, being on just a screen and just my headphones. I couldn't imagine when you put yourself into that and you're seeing things move on the side, you know, run past a hallway that I would have missed unless I quickly turned or something in the game. It's going to be the best selling and the highest grossing game for VR, I think. The only thing is, it's not out this year. It's first quarter of 2017, so can I wait? I hope this demo disc is good.
Yeah, this is probably the most anticipated game coming out on VR. I mean, Drive Club, maybe Rigs, things like that. Those might have some draw to them, but I'm waiting for Resident Evil 7. I'm excited for this one. I don't play horror games as it is, and playing the demo just with the PS4, just straight on regular TV, I was creeped out. But I can't wait for this. Yeah, it's going to be great.
It's going to be feeling like something's going to be able to grab you. I guarantee you're going to get that weird feeling in your stomach that oh shit, something's around the corner. Yeah, I'm super excited. It's gonna be wicked. This game's, I think this is gonna be one of the tops. This is on my list. When it comes out, I'm gonna have a pre-order for sure.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be end of January is when it's coming out. What do you think of the Bakers, the family in that? It kind of reminds me of the Devil's Rejects or something like that.
Yeah, it kind of gave me that feeling of like an old Texas Chainsaw movie. Yeah, exactly. Like, it almost puts you into that horror where there's not that many guys trying to get you, but there's something going on. Of course, it's a Resident Evil game, so there's going to be a bunch of enemies and whatever. That stuff's going to happen, but the feel and the atmosphere that they're putting in this game is wicked. It looks like they actually had somebody really sit down and plan out the storyline and exactly what they want to do in the game.
Yeah.
So the next game we're going to talk about is Res Infinite. It's a weird game. I know it's an old Dreamcast game, and I think this game's going to really lean towards the retro. You know, I didn't actually play it before, and to be honest, if I seen this on a shelf, there's no way I would have picked it up and bought it. It's very basic art, and it's going to be one of those games that is just trippy, quick fun to play real fast, but I don't see myself, this game isn't what I want in even just a regular game. Very basic in what it's doing.
Yeah, they're calling this one, some people are saying it's the best thing on VR. Guys that played it on Dreamcast are really hyped about it for some reason. I don't get the hype at all, but that's probably the only reason why I'm even gonna give it a second thought, give it a try, is because there's something there. Obviously, people liked it back then. There must be something to the gameplay.
Yeah, who knows? We get the demo disc and we both love it, right?
Yeah, we'll see. But the music, the graphics, everything like that, it just looks like it's remastered for VR. It's exactly the same as what was on the Dreamcast, basically. And
I miss the Dreamcast.
Yeah, I just don't get this game. I don't get it at all.
Yeah. Well, I could see this game run at a really high rate because the low poly or no poly, it's just frames. So how crisp does that game need to be to look good for what it is, really? So you know, that might be where it runs and handles well, and people are saying that it's going to be one of the better games on VR because it's not that demanding on the system in total. It's just what it is. It's this game. It's basic. It's arcadey.
Yeah. It
might be fun, but I don't know. without playing the old one, I don't really have anything to reference it off of other than the videos, and the videos really look basic as hell. Drag the cursor and shoot the things and let it go or whatever. But
yeah, exactly. I guess with the DualShock controller, you can do your aiming, but then with the VR headset, you can refine your aim. So like you kind of focus in with your controller, but then you can fine tune your aiming on the target with your headset. So I don't know. I guess they put some thought into turning this into a VR game, but I don't know. It's not for me, I don't think.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Okay, so up next is Riggs Mechanized Combat League. This one is a PSVR exclusive. It's going to be released day one. When I first saw this, I really didn't know what to think about it. I thought maybe it was going to be just kind of a small game. There wouldn't be much to it, but the closer it gets to release date, the more details they're releasing about the game, and it just looks amazing. I wouldn't be surprised if this would turn into like something on esports.
Oh yeah,
this looks like a huge game.
That's what I was thinking. Esports, it seems like they're almost pushing that.
Yeah.
But that is the feel of the game. My biggest worry is the mechanics and how you move. Other than that, I'm really excited about the game. I'm curious to see the actual schemes that are laid out for you on your controller. But yeah, this game looks sweet. I can't wait to actually play the demo. I don't think I'm going to buy it day one, just because there's so much hype built around this game. Kind of worries me after the No Man's Sky fiasco. Yeah. I build myself up on these games and I think they're going to be so great, and I overhype them, and then they're a total fucking bomb.
Yeah.
So this game, I've kind of pacing myself on that. I know that this game was one of the first games they ever showed for the VR, which to me means that they already had, they put something together that was the first step. But what about these games? The VR has been floating around for the last couple of years, and now you're starting to see new games come out, and those games seem more polished. I'm not saying that Riggs isn't. Like, that game looks awesome as all hell. Yeah, I think this is going to be one of the top games for sure.
Yeah, I think it's great that it's like set in the future. At first, when I first saw it, it looked like it was like a mech game, like set in space, something like that. But this is set in the future on Earth. The stadiums are built in places like Nevada and Rio de Janeiro. I think there's one in Dubai, and it's built to really look like an actual sports league.
Yeah, I like the actual the variety of mechs that you get in the game. Like, I did some research on what you can do, and they've kind of built it up like an Overwatch game, where you've got a character that's better at defending, one that can heal, one that can steal the balls or whatever from a distance, and then like a vampire guy that when he kills somebody, he takes some of their health and then regenerates them. I think that's cool because it gives you the ability to play around with the different mechs and kind of find what you're good at and use that to benefit your team playing the game.
Yeah.
So I this is one of the games that if I like the demo, I'm gonna pick it up for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure. Something that I was pretty excited about when I heard it was a new feature they've got, or that their details are releasing now. It's just this single player season or campaign, whatever you want to call it. You you play as one character, and you can recruit AI characters for your team and work your way up through a league. Everything that you earn in the league carries over to your multiplayer character.
Yeah, it's almost like an NHL or like a 2K17 or whatever. You build your character up, and then it allows you to unlock other things as you build through the ranks, and you're only focused on the one character rather than the rest. Golden, this game's gonna be wicked.
I'm in.
Okay, so the next game we're gonna talk about is Stumper. This game is literally filler. This game, it's one of those games where it's just visually pretty, and I think some people are gonna be like, oh, it's cool, but it looks like you're just on a rail. You hit the X button when there's a light that comes up, and it shoots a beam to kill the boss that you can see in the far, far distance. Yeah. And then once in a while you get the turn. but
Yeah.
you're on a rail. You look like a tiny little metal cockroach that runs down this wire, and wavy things are around. This game looks like total filler. It's not needed. It's stuff that I was talking about in a previous video about let's get good games for VR, and I would rather have less games than garbage games out there.
Yeah.
I'll try it because it might look pretty, but there's no way I'm gonna buy this game ever.
No, yeah, I'll give this thing probably 10 minutes. It's like F-Zero and Guitar Hero combined, but you're not racing anyone. You're just going down a track. You're some weird space beetle trying to kill a boss and play some techno on there. I don't know. It's like some of it sounded like dark drum and bass, stuff like that. Like I think that's all it really is. It's kind of another music feature for the VR.
Yeah, it's like almost like guitar. The same kind of concept guitar. You know, you got all those lights coming in, you hit it.
Yeah.
Except for this one, you hit left or right rather than your different colors, and you hit X.
Yeah.
It's, you know, that might
It's very
appeal
basic.
to somebody out there, but I can't say
Yeah.
I know who that person is.
Yeah, it's not this guy.
Yeah, it's not this guy. It's not these guys. We don't give a crap about you. Don't make shitty VR games. I don't want to review it.
Yeah. Thumper VR, thumbs down.
Thumbs down. So the next game we're going to talk about is Tumble VR. If anybody's had PlayStation Plus in the last couple months, they would have received Tricky Towers. It's pretty much like opposite of Tetris, where you build a tower tall to hit a point. That's pretty much this game, except for it puts you in a 3D space, and it's got a lot more physics, and you're just balancing a tower up top. You know, this game would be kind of fun to fool around with, but it's another game that give it to me for $10 and I might think about it, but the demo is going to provide you exactly what you're going to enjoy in the game. There's really nothing more to it than that. You know, it's going to be fun to play with, but other than that, like, pass.
Yeah, it looks really basic. It's a puzzler. It's a physics game. You build bridges, build towers, things like that. I've played a game called Goo on the Android store or the Play Store and the iTunes store, and that was great. That was the same idea, but this is way scaled back, just basic.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's not a big draw to
yeah.
me.
I think they were showing this game off when they first announced when PlayStation VR was PlayStation Morpheus. This is kind of one of the games that they're talking about. So this is another game that's, hey, let's just see what it can do. I guarantee you this was one of the first demos that they were playing with just to show get their depth right and kind of get their shapes and the movement of the controllers correct. And until I actually play with the controllers and stuff, because I know some people say that, you know, it doesn't line up perfect or things are a little off. I didn't have that issue when I played, but if it does, playing a game where you're stacking a tower up and it be off just slightly, I'm gonna whip that controller to the ground and throw that headset off. It's gonna be so frustrating.
Yeah, if you've got OCD, don't play this game.
Yeah, it's a pass. You know, this list today was pretty good. It had Resident Evil, and it had Riggs Mechanized Combat, and then it was filled with filler.
Yeah,
it was filled with filler.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I'm excited for like most of these games, and I have to say, what do you think about the demo disc being actual demos? I am super excited about that. Don't have to download anything day one. I can just put it in and play.
Yeah.
I'm gonna download Here They Lie, and then I'm gonna play the demos while it's downloading.
Yeah, that's true. That is actually pretty great. They are just demos, so that's what could we expect, really. It should just be a disc, right?
Yeah. I'm just surprised that they got 18 demos on one disc. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh yeah.
I'm super excited about that. I was like, oh, they're gonna put some redeem codes in there.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be downloading for hours. And if they had redeem codes and they were individual, I guarantee I'd skip over a lot of these.
Oh yeah, exactly. They've got to do that just as a favor for those developers of those filler games, because otherwise no one's going to buy those things if they don't get an opportunity to try them for 10 minutes or whatever, or if you can even stomach 10 minutes, I don't know, but nobody's going to be interested in a bunch of these games.
Yeah. Well, there might even be a game in here that we're totally against, and we play it and we change our mind, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like right now, our opinion is strictly we haven't played all these games, so this is our opinion, and that's pretty much what we're going off of. It could easily change once we get this demo disc in our hand.
Yeah, these are just first impressions of a video that we've seen.
Yeah, small research on each game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There's some that we did research quite a bit because we're super excited about, but most of these games that are pretty basic, they don't have lots of information online about them.
No. Yeah.
So, but I think we're good. I guess that's what we got for today, guys. Like always, leave a comment down below. Make sure to hit that like button and throw us a subscribe, and stay tuned for the next episode.